Yeah. So for all the aspiring musicians and producers and engineers sitting in front of you, how long is it going to take to get rich? The first question anybody asks whenever you're talking about music is, when do you know you've made it? When do you realize that you've found success and that music is something that you can do for a living? How long were each of you involved in music before you realized that your paycheck every single week was going to come from that, and was going to be enough money to pay the rent and buy some food?
I mean, it's a strange, blurry line there because I still I never really quit my job, I think. There was always this thing where I could come. I used to work at this ceramics factory that made sconces, like lighting fixtures out of ceramic. Right. And they always would allow me to tour and come back. And so in a weird way, I never quit, but eventually just stopped going back, I guess.
They still think you're out on one tour, right?
Yeah, right. It's like, I don't know if there was a distinct moment where it's like, okay, now I've got this much money coming in, so I don't have to. I still worry, that someday I'll have to get a job.
Yeah.
Proper
Same
job.
thing for me. I just set myself up to have a job and that I could come back to, and I would tour as much as possible.
Right.
And I had this thing happen, and so a quick answer is probably about half the time I've been doing this, I've been able to pay rent the second half. So the first 10 years, I've had a job and played music.
Yeah.
Now I just play music.
Me too. That's the same thing.
But I had this superstition of, I painted houses. That was an easy job to go back and forth with. And so I had painting clothes. And I never, so I would never throw them away or anything.
Yeah.
Then when I finally threw them away, then I didn't, it worked out. But I was,
Yeah, but you were afraid to get rid of it. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's kind of like, I think, when you do begin to make a bit of money doing this weird thing that we do, you feel like at any moment somebody can just take it all away. It's so strange, and
how important is diversity in? So I think people who are just entering or who aren't in the music industry think they're just going to go be in a band, and then when you start to dig deeper, there's studio musicians, there's session musicians, there's engineers, there's guys who run the lights and guys who drive the trucks and all that. How important is it to have a diverse set of skills? If you want to come in and you want to stand at the front mic and sing, that's what you want to do. How important is it to have a whole big resume of other skills you can do?
I think that's a very good idea. You're sort of like that, Jessica. You can do a lot of things, but you have your own thing that you do as well.
Yeah, I think, for any band member, someone coming in that has those kind of assets, someone's really good at recording in the band, or, James did a lot of recording on the original records, right, the first.
You make a lot of connections probably too, doing.
Absolutely.
Here you are working with us, and then you've worked with a lot of other prominent bands, and so it's like a bigger field of people that you meet.
Right. Yeah, I think it's really important. It's not necessarily to feel like you have to be like this Renaissance man, and doing everything possible related to music or the business stuff, but I know that people that I respect in the industry are not afraid to, they've noticed their strengths and they're capitalizing on those, but they're taking huge risks outside of what they're comfortable with, and that's what keeps you creative, inspired anyways, is working with people you normally wouldn't have.
There's got to be